Hi, boys and girls, children of all age, and dudes and dudettes. This is Due Diligence here. And today we're going to talk about ticker symbol ATER. Okay, this is heavily requested on Patreon, heavily requested in Discord chat. And, mainly because Dude Zero, which is one of our oldest subscribers, slash Patreon member, slash supporter, slash buddy. But consider everyone is older than I am, I just call everyone in Discord dads. Or in Patreon dads or moms, technically. Nah, we only have one mom left now. The other one kind of hate us now. But that's another story for another day. Anyways, why did I even disclose that? I don't even know. Let's just talk about this ticker, okay? So ATER has a lot of hype around this point, okay? So like early September, you have like a straight like 4 or 5 days having like a 5% return, 30% return, 10%, 15%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the 5 days 5-day bump up. And on September 13th, we have eventually a sort of like a lift off 50%. And this stock went from the base is $6 to $30. It's like 3x, right? And then all of us know then when a stock's 3x's, and if you check the volume, you will see that the volume probably not gonna exceed that or at the same amount of that on the second day. So this is actually a really great timing to short. I look at the stock on that day, but I didn't short because it actually takes thousands of dollars to buy puts, and I'm not really a shorting person. I don't intend to really short anything, and I only buy puts sometimes, and I sort of do a spread with the puts to leverage down my downside risk. Except today or yesterday I actually shorted Alibaba, and I didn't really do it that well because I have limited liquidity. But anyways, that's for another video that's gonna happen like tomorrow or something. Let's focus on ATER. And then on the second day, it's almost to an extent where you fill up this liquidity gap, that it just means the true price of ATERs is less than $14. And when you have like a sharp action like that, you will also have a sharp rebound. And the sharp rebound, what you're aiming for is around like $12 to $13.50, which it actually reaches. And if I were whoever is trading this stock, I probably would exit in this part. I would probably miss out on this huge return because right now my style is more risk focused than actual profit focused. And then when it jumped up to here, it sort of created like a bull trap sentiment. And then, a lot of people get trapped in backcoding over here, and then it started like driving down. And the reason why it comes to our attention is because when we put a bunch of data into our algorithm or into our like little system, sort of like help us do our data analysis, whatever, we call that Felicity. We realize that this stock is at this point where the rate of change of the 5-day moving average is started to slow down on the negative side. And if we go and look at the option chain on the yearly, we realize that on the yearly, people expect the stock to go to about, where is my pen? To go to about $8.5 on the yearly. So by January 21st, 2022, people expect the stock to be around $8.5, which leave now we have a 50 cents upside right now. At least 50 cent upside, okay? Do Zero believe that this stock's gonna go back to about $10? Which in my opinion, it might or might not. But for me, when it reaches 8.5, which actually it did, it sort of like traded within those 2 days. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. If I can zoom in, yeah, I can't. So 8.5 is actually right here, right? So the definitive range we have right now is from this point to that, which is 7.48 to about 8.5. And then when it reaches 8.5, the further breakout is at this point. 9.36 and to 9.36. But again, like all of these are traded at such a low volume. But some of you might think that this is a little bit risky because RSI haven't reached absolute bottom. But it really depending on tomorrow's inflation data. If tomorrow's inflation data are quote unquote expected, as long as it's expected, not like lower than expected, or higher than expected, that's good, right? Like we already have a pretty good tolerance on high inflation anyways. So what do I mean by higher than expected is, it's literally way higher than like 5.7% maybe, because a 0.2% increase is actually pretty bad at this point. And because oil increased, I actually think it's going to be higher than expected. So tomorrow is going to be a very big VIX day, and instead of a big small cap day. So if I were whoever decided to trade on this stock, I would probably be careful with how much I hold right now and how much I buy. Because worst case scenario, it's going to go down to this line again, right? Go down to the lower end of where we predicted. And then maybe this will be a better point to sort of load up a little bit. And then the worst case is it's going to go fall down into this little box here. I don't think it's gonna fall down to this little box for a long period of time, but if they do, then it's actually a really good buying point, and it will probably pull up to 8.3 when it actually goes down to this box, but it's highly actually unlikely. So tomorrow, what you really need to know is, if you're really bullish on ATER, if tomorrow the entire market goes down, then it actually will be a really good buying point. Because a lot of these short volumes are getting exhausted because the shorts realize that, okay, if I keep shorting right here, it's not going to make me that much money. So they're going to stop, and then when they stop, you will see a further pull up. Okay, this is ATER. See you guys on the upside. If you like those kind of videos, leave me a comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe, and if you have any other tickers that you think that is really good for the next month, let me know. And also, we don't do, not exchanges. Don't do stock analysis on any penny stocks because we think it's ridiculous to trade penny stocks. We're not Jordan Belfort. That's why we don't really like to do that. But if you decided to leave a ticker down below, and if a lot of people vote on it or upvote it, then we're probably gonna do it. If it's just like some random off-target ticker, then we're probably not gonna do it. And I'm gonna do a BBIG video right after this. So if you like those kind of videos, smash the like button.